Hey, what's up, guys? Can you hear me okay? Testing, testing. Can you hear me? I will take that as a yes, even though I have no reason to believe that you guys can, in fact, hear me because I haven't given the chat enough time to respond. Hey, projectiles are sharp. What's going on? Marco, yay. Good to see you, bro. Help with gadgets. What's up, my man? Nathan M. Hey, what's up, bro? How those knives coming along? Mm, Henry G. What's up, bro? Corey C. Good to see you, man. Perfect. I've got a thumbs up in the chat. That's beautiful. Fire breathing hamster. What's up, bro? All the familiar faces are rolling in. Very happy to see that. Keen Miranda, EDC, very good to see you as well. Um, just trying to make sure I've got everything set up the way I want it to. That's good. That's good. I'll check one more thing here. Mm, I will get back to the hellos in just a second. Hey, Mo Patty, what's going on? Mo Patty says, what is that one on top with the purple accents? So this guy right here, this is the Thera Monster Chroma. And it's got a filthy blade. Let me fix that. There we go. Oh, still kind of filthy, but we did what we could. This is a relatively small knife. Here, actually, I'll put it up against your Koenig. So you can see here's the Koenig Mini Aras, and here is the Monster Chroma. We'll do blades open, and you can see it's got a very similar overall, well, no, I was going to say profile, but not really a similar profile, but this is a dope knife. You'd really like it. And I'm buying it from the Lefty Pass Around group so I can bring it over the next time I come see you. For anyone who is not aware of the Koenig Aras, holy cow. This thing is just a delight. Completely blown my expectations out of the water. I'm in love with this knife. And I will keep this thing forever. And by forever, I mean until I go see Mo Patty EDC again so I can give it back to her. Absolutely love this knife. I would prefer it with a flipper delete, although the flipper works fantastic. Oh, I'm missing people now. Hold on. We got Leonidas. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Welcome in. Jake's Only Fish Knives. You won a giveaway the other night, didn't you? Was it did you win MC's giveaway? I think. If you did, congratulations. Ground Fog, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Want to know why knives? Yo, bro. Nope, you haven't missed the giveaway. Haven't even started it. Projectiles are sharp. What is the knife with the 80s on the top row with the bolsters? Oh, this is the Jack Wolf Gunslinger Jack with the 80s. A stupendous knife. I did a review on it today. Um, and I wanted to talk a little bit about Jack Wolf knives. So we'll come back to this guy. Let me get the hellos going. Um, yeah, Jake's fishing knives, or Jake's Only Fishing Knives. What did you win again? Remind me. Splatimus 5528. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Ben C. What's up, man? Okay, I think we're caught up. Oh, there was one other thing. Let me check this out. And let me click on this.
Okay, cool.
Splatimus 5528. What's going on? We got a few people still rolling in. So yeah, I just wanted to chat about Jack Wolf knives in general. I did a review, and the elephant in the room with Jack Wolf knives. Let me clean this blade off a little bit. Um, Elephant in the room with Jack Wolf knives is their price tag, right? People don't like to see Jack Wolf knives at 350 bucks. And oh, Jake's Only Fishing Knives. I got the Drop Bear Zero and the Tie Slim Porcupine. Yeah. Okay. That's what I remember. Yeah, you came out way ahead on the giveaway. I have been trying desperately to get my hands on a Drop Bear Zero, and I can't. Um, they're out of stock at White Mountain Knives. They're out of stock at a place that I shop at, Blue Ridge. They're out of stock at, I think Blade HQ has them out of stock. Um, yeah. But yeah, I desperately want to try one. And I know there's a titanium one that dropped at um, White Mountain Knives, but like I'm really enamored by the aluminum one, so I want one of those. Um, hey, Addicted to Blades, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Stevenator, hello everyone wandering around and saw this live, so I'm here for the fun. Hey, welcome in, brother. It's a knife live stream. We're just going to geek out about knives a little bit. I'm going to show you guys the current best kept secret in the knife world, and then we're going to do a giveaway. Fred the Lug, what's up, man? Fred, what knife am I missing? I'll come back to this guy. Let's see. We've got this is yours. 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 What am I forgetting? Magtay, what's going on? Good to see you. Um, am I missing one of yours, Fred? Oh, I am. Oh, my apologies. I did have this guy. Hey, Steve Adator, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the live. I'm relatively new to lives. Like I was saying, we're going to talk about the knives on the table. I'm going to show you guys the best kept secret in the knife world, and we're going to do a giveaway and just kind of chit chat and hang out. Um, I'm essentially going to be the background to you goofing off and hanging out with chat because we have some super amazing people in chat right now. Um, the people that show up to live streams first tend to be like the most engaged with the community. They're like your knife experts. They're the people like at the cutting edge of everything that's going on. So yeah, any questions you have, anything like that, these people are going to be able to hook you up. Super welcoming community. Um, Apex Carry, what's going on, brother? I assume everyone in here is subbed, but Aries is 2 subs from 5K. Can we help Aries out? Can we be the chat that gets Aries to 5K, please? Um, Rick's Radix, hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, anybody not subscribed to Aries EDC? He's a custom fixed blade maker, incredibly knowledgeable about knives, um, obviously, and he makes wonderful content. He does live stream, he does content reviews, he does like videos for his making process. I mean, just a wealth of knowledge with that guy. So let's get Aries up to 5K. He needs 2 more. Shot Glass, what's going on? Adventure 50, I think I said hi, but just in case I didn't, what's going on, bro? Mm, Jake's Only Fishing Knife says it'll probably take me a bit to get this stuff from MC, but I'm sure I could probably send you that drop there after I mess with it for a few days if you want, Sever. I appreciate that, bro. I try to. Well, I'll say this. I'm hoping in the next couple of days I can just find one and buy it. But if I can't, I would love to take you up on that. And I appreciate it very much. Thank you, sir. Hey, Shot Glass went and subscribed. So that's one down. We just need one more. Let me see where his sub count's at really quick. We'll take a live peek and see what he's doing. Excuse me. It says 4,999. So we still need that one more. Who's going to be the person? Ah, crap. I didn't realize he was live. Does Aries EDC go live the same time every week? Can somebody tell me? Is this his streaming time? I mean, we're not going to change ours, but I'm just curious if me and him are clashing every week or not. Because like I say he's great and he is. He's not better than me. I don't wanna don't want to go too far. I mean, he's pretty great, but you got to keep it in perspective. You know what I'm saying? He's like the second best streamer in this time slot. We'll go with that. Excuse me. Splatimus, what's going on? Long time no see. Thomas McDonald. Oh, thank you for that answer. Okay, yes, he does. Does he stream multiple times throughout the week though? Yeah, I saw OCD for EDC is streaming right now, and then yeah, MPG. She used to stream later at night. I didn't realize she bumped earlier. But whenever it comes to live streams, like there's so many content creators streaming at so many different times, you really have to just pick the time that works best for you and then run with that. You know what I'm saying? So like there was a while where I held off on doing live streams because I didn't want to step on everyone's toes. But then it was like, okay, well if I keep that train of thought, then I'll literally never live stream. So I just picked a time that worked out for my schedule, and 7 to 8:30 happened to be it. So he's at 5K. Can somebody let him know that Sever Seven's chat got him to 5K? I know we provided 2 subscribers, but technically we did get him to 5K. So if somebody could drop in there and shout us out, that'd be dope. Old Man on the Ridge, Sever Seven. Hey, I have a drop bear and a couple other knives for you to use to review. I'll drop them by tonight if you want. Oh, dude, that would be sick if you want to drop them by tonight. That would be unbelievably cool if you could do that. Yeah, I would love that. If you want to show up after the live stream, that would be chef's kiss. Thank you for that, by the way. Big time. D. Letterman, what's up, bro? Want to know why knives? There we go. That's thinking outside of the box. I just subscribed to him on my wife's YouTube. That is thinking outside of the freaking box. I love that. Mm, let me see here. Oh, let's go to shorts. And there it is. Okay. All right. Brown Sugar, what's up, girl? Good to see you. Welcome in. Happy to have you. All right. So let's jump back over to the Jack Wolf. So there's some exceptions to this, but the highest I like to see Chinese OEM knives go, if it's a Chinese OEM, there's no zircotai, there's no Timascus, and it's not an integral, and we don't have anything super special going on. 350 is like the top, with some exception. Like Poiculo is an exception, Custom Knife Factory is an exception. But in general, 350 bucks is the top that I like to see Chinese OEM knives if they're relatively plain, right? So this knife, it's got S90V, it's got camo carbon fiber, right? It's a nice knife. So arbitrarily in my head, 350 is kind of the peak, and that's where these are priced. So I don't like whenever we think of what you're getting here. For one, Jack Wolf has some of the highest consistency in the knife world. Like every gunslinger feels like every other gunslinger. And that's true for all of his knives. So the consistency is unreal. But we're also getting a very aggressive hollow ground S90V blade steel. For anyone that doesn't know, S90V is known for edge retention. Um, it's not super tough, but it's got really good corrosion resistance properties. But also the action on this thing, look at this. It's like almost perfect. I could, I'm going to reverse flick this with my pinky, right? Leisurely with my pinky. And then just a couple of shakes. Like this thing is stupendous. Oh, nope. There we go. I've bought 3 or 4 Jack Wolves. I paid full price for every single one of them, and I've been happy with them. And the market also agrees with me, right? Because he sells out like all the time. So, while there's a lot of hate on Jack Wolf for being at 350 bucks, I literally think that's the maximum acceptable price for a Jack Wolf knife because it's not an integral. We're not getting anything super fancy. We don't have ridiculously cool milling. We don't have Timascus or Zircotai, right? Minus those elements, 350 is where I want to see any Chinese OEM knife for the most part. Um, and while he's at the top of the price point, I think he's priced fairly, right? He might be at the absolute tip top of what I think he should charge. He's still sitting at 349. So, I'm going to go on record and say I don't think Jack Wolf knives are overpriced. I don't think you're getting a banger deal, but I think you're getting a fair dealer for the quality of knife that he's providing. So there's that. Kelly's Mishmash. What's up, girl? Ginger Fisher. Good to see you. Clint Crosby. I missed a bunch of people. How's it going, bro? Let's see if I missed anybody else. No, I think I am all good to go. Old Man on the Ridge saying hi to literally the entire chat. Um, let's see. Adventure 50 saying hi. Okay, yeah, I'm all caught up. Cool. I'm gonna try my best to stay caught up and still like be able to talk outside of the chat. Um, Another thing I wanted to talk about a little bit was this loaner from Mo Patty. So this is the Koenig Mini Aras, and this thing's phenomenal. I obviously, I've handled the full size Arius. I know the Arius is a good knife. It's a very popular knife. There's a little scuff thing down here that's going to drive me crazy. Got it. Um, but this Mini is wild. Like the fit, finish, and quality of this thing. So it got to about 7 o'clock, right? So it's not quite the 369. Well, I held it at a slant so you guys could see it better, so that doesn't really count. But it gets to about 7:30. But this knife is terrific. Like this feels, um, I mean, it feels like a mid tech. I'm pretty sure these are just production knives, right? No different than like a Wee's a production knife or a McNeese is a production knife, right? I'm pretty sure it's just production. But the amount of quality. Hey, Titanium Justin, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man, and thanks for the jewels. Um, I don't know what I don't know what to do with 200 jewels. Or Titanium Justin sent 100 for 2 jewels. Yeah, I have no idea what to do with that, man, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome to the live stream. Happy to have you in here, bro. Fred the Lug, nice knife, great action, but just a high-end production knife to me, just like a Roosevelt. They do make some special editions, but most are just large batch USA production. Well, Patty, 7 do not fall in love with it. It will come home. You're right. It will come home. I'm just going to be attached to it. It's the call of the blade. I can't help it. If this knife decides that it wants to be a part of my life forever, we can't deny that, right? So it's up to the Koenig, and we're getting along really well. So to Fred's point, yeah, this is just a very expensive production knife, right? And I think this runs like 650 bucks. So, I think what Fred's saying is that, in that 650, 700, $800 territory, you can get mid-techs, you can get full-on customs. Um, and, I think what he's saying is, at the end of the day, this is just a production knife. And I get where he's coming from. It is just a production knife. And typically, for this kind of money, you would expect to get, say, a mid-tech or a custom. But where I disagree a little bit is for me, so whenever I make a knife buying decision, it's the price is 25% materials. This is just from my perspective. 25% how much I like the maker, and 50% how much do I like the knife. Well, I think the materials are fantastic, so that 25% is good. I don't know the maker, but Mo Patty knows the owner and has told me nothing but good things about him. So that 25 is whatever. That 25%, how much I like the maker, we'll just call that whatever. But then 50% is how much do I like the knife? And I like how elegant the knife looks. I like this blade shape quite a bit. I like the fuller window. I really enjoy the ergonomics, how it's thinner up here for precision, so you can maneuver the knife pretty easily. And then I like how it's fatter back here. It just fits in my hand really, really well. But I also like what the knife represents. Like, I like pulling it out of my pocket and looking at it. I like the way it makes me feel, right? It makes me feel like I've got a very premium carry. I like the way it I like the way it holds while in use, right? Like this is a very natural grip for me. Um, I don't have to make any sort of adjustments or anything like that. I can just, here. Not that this proves anything, but it's just a, a natural grip for me that I can just, oh, that was me. I could just kind of go to work. So I like the overall experience of this knife. And that overall experience is enough to make me want to pay the 650 um, or 700, whatever it is. It makes me want to pay that for the overall experience. So, you know, yeah, I mean, custom knives are gonna obviously have the fact that a single person dedicated their time and effort into producing it. So I mean, there's that aspect which I value quite a bit, but I still like enough about this knife for it to justify that price tag for me, if that kind of makes sense. And for anyone who hasn't tried an Arius, I recommend getting your hands on one. I don't recommend this knife to everybody because, for one, it's a pocket knife and it's, $600 plus. So that's going to eliminate 99% of people right there. I'm not going to recommend it. You can literally get this Migron for 30 bucks and it's going to cut paper the same way. It's going to do all of your EDC stuff, right? So you don't need to spend that kind of money. But yeah, um, for me, it's a win. So if you're already shopping in the territory of 700 bucks and you're looking for something to get, there's a lot of things I can recommend, and the Arius is one of them. And now I'm behind on chat, so let's try to get caught up here. D. Letterman, what's up, man? Good to see you. Matt Conklin, long time no see, bro. Lying Out a Sheep. Hey, what's going on, man? Happy you stopped by. Appreciate you being here. Rachel Jordan, welcome in. I just friended you on Facebook. Hopefully you got it. Um, oh, Fred, you're out. Wifey time. I get you, man. Take care of business. Mm. Oh, Co Bunny, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, that's actually on the low end. They've come down in price. Um, especially on the secondary. On the secondary, they'd be like, 900, $1,000. But the production versions that you can get at like Blade HQ, I think are 650, 700. For anyone that doesn't know, Kobunny is an avid collector of fixed blades and swords. So he's very intertwined into the bladed community. Um, but his forte is more, and he did folders for a long time, if I remember correctly. But his forte is definitely more into fixed blades, swords, things like that. Steven Ader, I'm loving all these newer knives over the last few years. I would say I am more of a hobbyist guy that hasn't spent more than $100 on a knife and love the Civivis I've gotten. Steven Ader, stick around because whenever I reveal the current best kept secret in the knife world, I think you're going to be pretty excited, brother. Mm, Jake's Only Fishing Knives. I don't know what it is about Koenig and McNee's profiles. They just don't really tickle me. I can understand that. Oddly enough, both of them tickle me quite a bit. But I'm a big fan of like plain Jane, mill titanium, kind of like basic profiles. I enjoy that stuff a lot. Let's see. Hey, Isaiah Cortez, what's up, bro? Hey, welcome in. Happy you were able to make one. Mm, Rachel, I just said it a couple of days ago, but it had your profile picture. Like I know it's you. Maybe you already accepted it. Pokey stuff. What's going on? Hey, Sever, I just got the original two in aluminum and have really been enjoying it. How do you like the Thai version? So, um, this knife is weird for me. I absolutely love this knife. And this is one of the knives that came in and made me think twice about crossbar locks because I've always been against crossbar locks, mostly because they have mushy action, and that's the only reason. Like their reliability is great, lockup is great. I mean, it's a good locking system, um, minus the occasional Omega spring going out. But this had such a Chris Reeve vibe to it that I really couldn't say no. And I love this thing. I mean, yeah, it's got, kind of a mushy detent, but you adjust to it and the acoustics are nice, but it's got this wicked hollow grind, kind of a plain clip point, very plain, titanium handle. Like there's nothing crazy going on here, and I love it. So much so that I wanted to get the other two versions, but I couldn't bring myself to spend that kind of money um, on having more knives that weren't giveaway knives, if that makes sense. Like if I'm gonna drop money on knives, then they either have to be like grails or giveaway knives. And buying two more version of this knife just to hoard didn't seem it just didn't seem like the right thing to do. So I have foregone them. But I am in love with this knife. I'd recommend it to anybody. Yeah, it's a crossbar lock, sure. Should it have been a frame lock? Absolutely. But is it still dope as hell? Yes, it is. Yeah, I love this knife. Okay. Oh, J1 Doobie, what's up, man? Good to see you. JW Outdoors, how's it going, brother? Mm, Apex Carry, Steve and Nader, lucky for you, there are literally hundreds of great knives under $100 these days. I could not agree more. When people, say that like they don't like to spend more than $100 on knives, it's like you can stay sub $100 and have a phenomenal knife collection and a phenomenal knife collecting experience. Like there's so much dope stuff under $100. It's actually kind of insane. And I might have another dope thing under $100 that you guys are going to want to check out. Let's see. Jake's Only Fish Knives Moped. Yeah, I don't know why. They just don't really appeal to me, but I haven't had either in hand, so maybe that would change my opinion. I think so. Both the Arius and the um, like the McNeese Mac and the Dixon, they all have like they all have their own feeling to them, but I can say that the value becomes more apparent when you have these knives in hand. So I would definitely recommend, letting a friend let you check one out, or, you know, trying to or go into a store and mess around with it. You definitely don't want to drop that money on something that you have no experience with. Um, but I would say once you get them in hand, I think that price will make a little more sense. Laser Ghost Knives, what's going on, brother? So good to see you. I appreciate you showing up to the live, bro. We jumped. Burning Sables Forge, what's up, brother? Happy to have you in. Blue K Knights, what's going on? A lot of familiar faces. I love this. I love seeing some of the community staples showing up in my live streams. It feels really, really good. Derek, for real, what's going on, bro? All right, I think I'm caught up with. I think I've said hi to everybody. Burning Stables Forge, I'm pretty sure I just said hi to you, but if I didn't, what's up, bro? Congratulations on getting 1,000 subs, or over 1,000 subs now. Huge milestone. Feels good to be in the four digits. Just keep grinding like you are, man. Keep making great content, and that number's just gonna keep climbing. Mm. Greg Vanderlip, what's up, bro? Hey, you never told me, man. Did you get those knives that I sent over? I know you were going through a little bit of a slump. Hopefully that helped pick you up a little bit and help get you out of it. Mm, okay, so let's run through a few more knives on the table. Is there anything that you guys want to check out in particular? We don't have to go through every single one of them, but I figured I'd at least show a few of them off. So this is the Track Mind Zorn, and this thing has been an absolute delight. I love this knife. I love the exposed access you get to the liner. The disengage is nice and comfy. Relatively short travel, nice and soft. Feels like you're disengaging a pillow. Acoustics are great. I'm pretty sure. Yep. The cutting performance on this thing is beastly. We have a slight hollow, nice and robust flat grind on the tip, very aggressive swedge. I mean, you know, just a great looking knife. And this milling pattern, I forgot what he calls it, but it is terrific. Pocket clip seems like it was a little bit of an afterthought. I mean, it's got good retention, goes in and out of the pocket fine. But overall, this is probably one of my favorite knives. I believe this released last year. It's probably one of my favorite knives of 2025. I don't think they're for sale anymore, but if they come back, do yourself a favor. I could recommend this to pretty much anybody. Like if you're a knife enthusiast, you're gonna love this thing. It just does so many of the basic things really, really well. Track Mind Zorn. I like it more than his ire, and I love the ire. But this thing is just beyond belief fantastic. Middle, Rachel Jordan said middle on top. The Jack Wolf, is that the one you're talking about, Rachel? Let me know in chat. Laser Ghost, who is it that has a ton of designs and sweet customs? I want to know. The Jake, what's up, brother? Burt Relic, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Excuse me. There we go. All right, Rachel, just for you. This is the Jack Wolf Gunslinger, rocking the 80s camo carbon fiber. We have a beautiful Bowie style blade, a ridiculous hollow grind, S90V if I didn't say that. And I'll be honest, I'm not 110% sure how this is going to behave after several sharpenings. So it looks like we've got the bottom of the plunge, and I want to say the top of the plunge is like right here where my nail's at. So I want to say you've got this right here to sharpen off of it. Um, but I haven't sharpened a Jack Wolf ever, um, let alone enough to kind of see how it behaves after like 6 or 7 sharpenings. But with it being S90V, sharpenings are going to be few and far between. The action on this thing is ridiculous. The disengage is super comfortable. It's a short, stiff travel. Um, the deployment is insane. Like, it takes nothing to deploy this knife. Super fidgety. Man, that would have been so cool if I would have pulled that off. Like, there we go. Yeah, this thing's just a delight. 350 bucks, well spent if you like the style and aesthetic of it. Mm, let's see. Yeah, Jack Wolf. Let's see. Co Bunny. I got my mom some Indian food earlier. Um, Laser Ghost said Christensen. Um, Christensen. I know that maker. I just can't think of. Oh, Christensen. He did this. Yeah, he was a collaborator on the Poiculo cask. I gotta wipe these knives down before we live stream, boys and girls. Yeah, so this is the Poiculo cask. It's got some nice blue anodized titanium, very kind of chalky. What term am I thinking of for the colors? Where they're kind of like bold but subdued. We have terrific access to the lock bar. Poiculos come tight out of factory, right? The action's good, it's smooth, but you're not going to get that drop shuttiness without breaking it in and applying some lube. That's what she said. But this is a Matthew Christensen design, and I don't know if that's the same Christensen that Laser Ghost is talking about, but he's a fantastic knife designer, and he does make ridiculously cool customs. Not everybody's aesthetic, but if you love the way this looks, and they have a bunch of different color variants, but if you love the way this looks, you won't be disappointed with the knife. I'm yet to review it, so I have to get it. I actually have to go chop stuff with it. But I think, like most of Porculo's stuff, I think it's going to perform, like an all-star. Um, for being a new-ish company, I think they're only like 2 years old. They came out of the gate swinging. They compete right there with Custom Knife Factory. Both companies use a lot of M398. They both come in pouches. They both come with metal cards. and they both focus on big collabs with big designers. Big fan of Poiculo. Mm, yeah, please, like Burnt Relic said, if you guys could just gently, just just barely caress the like button, because it helps the video out a ton, and I'd super appreciate it. Okay, so I have been teasing. Um, Wait, Josh Branson, what's up, Josh? I'm so bummed that I'll miss the Chavez and Jake McCoy drop at Blade Show. The Chavez collabs look sick. Um, yeah, they look absolutely amazing. Um, let's see, just running through really quick, and then we're going to do the big reveal. Mm, blue knife bottom left. This is the Poiculo VK Flow. VK is Vulpix knives, and you can always tell it's a Vulpix because it has this little peach dot. Um, this one here is also a Vulpix design. You can tell because it's got that little peach dot. But yeah, this is the VK Flow. Just like all Poiculos, it's a little tight out of the box, but it will break in. And this one's just handsome. I love the crystal titanium. I love all the contouring that we have on the handle. Big fan of this drop point blade shape. Like the fuller, like the whole thing is just pretty dope. Now, for anyone that doesn't know M398, M398 is very similar to S90V. Fantastic edge retention, not tough, right? So, like, don't use it as a pry bar, screwdriver, nothing like that. It's not very tough, but it does have really good corrosion resistance. Um, Overall, a really, really dope knife from Porculo. All right, guys. So I'm going to show you something, and I promise you, it's not going to seem that exciting at first, but I think once you let it sink in, you guys will be as amazed as I am. All right, so I dropped a Migaron link in chat. If my mods could save that link so they can drop it whenever I talk about Migaron in the future, that would be fantastic. I want everyone to follow along. So if you click the link, it does two things. One, it allows you to follow along. But two, it tells Migaron that I'm sharing their link. Even if you don't buy anything, it gives me points, like imaginary points. But it lets them know that I'm making an effort. And for smaller channels like mine, those clicks really, really help. So if you guys could click on the link, you can literally close it after that if you want to. I don't care. But just clicking on the link really does me a solid. So I would appreciate that. Um, okay, so now we're going to share screen. Boom. Yeah, I finally got it to show the whole screen now. How cool is that? Um, Josh, what's up, bro? Happy to have you in here. It's been a minute. Wyvern Kodiak, what's going on, bro? Very nice to have you in here. Enox Triple Sev. Josh, what are you talking about? Enox Triple Sev. I feel like I should know what that is. I dropped the link in chat. I'll drop it again. This is a Migaron affiliate link. So if you guys use this link, I will make a commission. Okay. So what we're gonna do first is after you click on the link, we're gonna go up to new arrival, and you're gonna see this knife right here. This is the Migaron Carrick, 36 bucks, D2 aluminum. Okay, we're familiar with this. We know this territory. Migaron does a great job at providing a fantastic value, sub 40 bucks, right? But this is where the normies are going to stop, right? They're going to MC's going to do a review and they're going to rush here and they're going to buy a Carrick and that's it. But what we're going to do is we're going to go a little bit further. We're going to scroll down specifically to this one right here, 57.95. We're going to click on it and then we're going to get these options right. Nope, we're going to get these options right here. So before I show you what those options are, here's what we want to consider. This is D2. But Migron has overhauled their D2 heat treat protocol. They've overhauled all of their heat treat protocol. So this D2 is supposed to be, and I think it says it on the front page, I believe it's supposed to be 62 to 63 HRC on D2. No, no. I don't know where they had it posted, but I definitely saw it. But the D2 is supposed to be 62 to 63, which is insane for D2, right? So we want to consider that. We also want to consider that this isn't a button lock. This is a button actuated liner lock. So it's the lock that everybody loves. All right, so far we have properly heat treated D2. We have a button actuated liner lock. So we're just winning so far. And then we come in here and we can pick the scales. We do have this red carbon fiber. We also have purple carbon fiber, PEI, but we also have titanium. And then we can go in here and we can pick out what color we want for our hardware. So this is what I ordered, was the blurple on purple. So now here's what we want to consider putting all things together. We have properly heat treated D2. We have a button actuated liner lock, and we have customizable scales, and we're sitting at $59.95. So sub 60 bucks and you get all of these options. This is probably the greatest $60 knife that, and don't get me wrong, you can get a $45 Migron that's going to have 14C28N, right? So the blade steel isn't the star of the show here. Properly heat treated D2, that's the star of the show. Customizable scales, that's the star of the show. Button actuated liner lock, that's the star of the show. Everything this knife is giving you is absolutely insane. Now, I've talked to Metal Complex. He knows this knife exists. He is going to review it, and whenever he does, this knife is going to sell out. And like I said, all the normies are going to just grab these, the G10, the aluminum, and they're going to say, sweet, I got a great knife for 37 bucks. And that's true, but at least you guys will have the foreknowledge that if you click on the carbon fiber one, because the rest of them don't give you the customization option. If I just click on this guy, there's no custom option. You can just buy this, right? None of these other give you that customization. But this guy gives you these options, and the normies aren't going to know. They're not, now, this will sell out. I'm sure whenever MC does his review, it'll probably crash their site. But as it sits right now, they have a decent stock. So I went ahead and ordered two, one for giveaway, one for keep. There is an engraving option. Both of mine are engraved with Sever 7, so whoever wins the one I give away is going to have a nice little Sever 7 knife. But I went with the blurple and purple, and then I went with the plain titanium and blue accents. And I couldn't be more excited for this knife to come in. Okay, let's take a look at chat. What did I miss? Magarin's milled titanium is awesome. That's true. They do a fantastic job with their milling. Hardware is better than software every day of the week. Mm, zombie splatter, they've got you covered. Beautiful zombie splatter right there. Um, Make sure you're following our friend Adventure 50. That's super true. Make sure you guys are following Adventure 50. Fantastic content, live streams, you name it, he's got it. Um, hey there, Sever. Busy but lurking. Stacy's Bolster Blades, you are more than fine. Lurk away. Nothing but love for you here in the chat. Really appreciate you making some time to stop by. Rachel Jordan, you're welcome for letting you know. Josh, I like the build your NAF feature. Me too. I think that's awesome. To get choices under 60 bucks is wild to me. Here's all the options. Beautiful titanium. Um, Beautiful. And don't get me wrong, the hardware is it's going to be steel, right? But just having options, right? Typically, if you want options, you're looking at like I don't know, 200 plus, 300 plus to get choices like this. Um, Sorry, just going through chat to make sure I'm caught up. J1 Doobie, what's sold out in 2 minutes? Don't leave your boy out. Let me know. Mikey Bobby, what's up, brother? I ordered that one 2 days ago, shipped yesterday. Yeah, I was talking to Migaron. Whenever I first posted, I made a community post about this knife earlier today. I didn't have a link, and then I talked to him, and I immediately got a link set up, um, or an affiliate link set up, that is. So if you guys do buy the knife, definitely use my affiliate link. Um, because I mean, look, I work full time, right? YouTube is not a full time gig for me. Um, you guys have used my affiliate links in the past and I totally forget they exist. And then randomly I get a check. It's not anything big, but it's just like, boom, little surprise. And it's like, oh, like that thing is coming so clutch whenever I need to fill my gas tank up. It's coming super clutch whenever I was, I needed somebody for groceries, like little things like that. Like I don't live like, I live. I mean, I don't live extravagantly. And I just recently started working, so I need to wait for a couple of paychecks to come in before everything balances out. So you guys using my affiliate links has come in so clutch. But if you don't want to use the affiliate link, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I would still appreciate you just clicking on the link. That way, Migron knows, hey, the Sever guy's talking about us. Because if I get, they said if I perform well enough, then they're going to send me knives for free, and those are going to be knives that I can give away to you guys. I've already given away one of these. Oh, you guys can't see it because it's on my screen. I've already given away one of these guys. This is the Migaron Vatso. This is crystal titanium with a highly reflective semi-mirror DLC, um, crystal type pocket clip, and this is 150 bucks. Like really, really unbelievable value coming out of Migaron. 150 bucks for all this. With most companies, you would get a belt satin and plate titanium. And this is M390. Most companies at this price point are giving you half of this. So I'm just a huge fan of Migron. I think they do amazing stuff. And what they give to the community, I've given away one of these guys, 30 bucks for gray PVD aluminum. Like it actually looks cool. Like I like the way this thing looks. I like the light grays, the dark and the darker grays. Like I really enjoy this knife. It's a delight to use, and it's 30 bucks. Like it's just hard to find things that are exciting at $30, and Migron pulls it off consistently. Nick's Knives, thank you so much. He says, dig your content, bro. Well, I super appreciate that, man. I dig you. So thank you for the 2 bones. I will come up with a thing that squeaks or makes a noise or does something to, shout out the donations and subscriptions and things like that. I just don't have anything yet. I'm trying to find something that is dope, not annoying. So that's the goal. But Nick's Knives, welcome in, and thank you so much for your super chat, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, Josh. Yes, it is. Yeah, if you click on the link that I sent in chat, that is my affiliate link. So big appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Um, Adventure 50. I just ordered a Griptilian from the Benchmade Custom Shop. These seem like a better bargain. Well, so I'm not going to jump on the hate wagon for Benchmade. I'll say this: um, their knives are great. Their prices are not, and I'll leave it at that. Right. So I just wanted to make that statement because I don't hate Benchmade. I don't think their knives are dog shit. I like Benchmade. I like their knives. They're just about 100% overpriced. Maybe not quite that much. Ronald Dobbins, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Welcome in, man. Mm, Blue Canites repping the swords. Bro, I made those swords custom. Can't remember exactly how I did it, but I did it. And I think they're cool as hell. I have no idea where I was going with it, though. I made those like a year ago in anticipation for having, like, channel members and stuff like that. But I could not tell you um, how to do it. I have no idea how I did it. I'll figure it out again and I'll make some more dope stuff. But I appreciate you repping the swords. Rachel Jordan, I enjoy the Remet Rhino with 3 deployments. So cool. I agree. The Remet Rhino, especially the button liner lock version, is it's like $55, and it's a really dope value. I mean, it's a great knife for a great price. Um, Matt Maurer, definitely agree. Mauer Hour, I like that. It's like Power Hour. Okay, so another thing I wanted to show you guys, and we will come back to the knives on the table. But let me throw my screen back up. Um, Check out the merch store, guys. Shameless plug. But the way the merch store works is you have everything in white is satin, everything in gray is stonewash, and everything in black is DLC, which is awesome. I'm super creative for that. Just tooting my own horn. Uh, but yeah, look at this guy. He's not a paid model. He's just a guy that really enjoyed my stuff. So I took some pictures of him. Um, but yeah, everything's going to say Sever 7 on it. It's all going to have that severed looking 7. And this is all Zircotai. Guys, you're not going to find Zircotai for a better price. Look at that. Giant Zircotai 7 on the back. Absolutely fantastic. Um, I think I priced everything to where like I make like $3 on each item. So I made it super affordable and you guys are getting good quality stuff. Like this shop has $5 t-shirts. I didn't want to do that. I wanted you guys to not only be able to rep the brand if you want to, but also have something that was very comfortable. Okay, we're leaving that. Um, so the usurper. For anyone that doesn't know, this nope. What oh, let me find it. Here we go. So this is the Katsuo Usurper. This is my design. This knife is dropping this. It's supposed to be dropping this month. I believe Within a couple of days, I believe it's supposed to be on the 15th, right? I know there's going to be limited quantities available at Blade Show, but you guys definitely want to keep your eye out on the um, Ketuo website. And then I'll make a community post the day it officially drops, but just getting everyone prepared, um, just because I think it's going to sell out. If I'm being totally honest with you guys, I think it's a dope design. I think once some reviews go up, I think people are going to buy it. They didn't make a tremendous amount. I think they made like 100 of each variant. But if this does well, I get to do a second run with more extravagant materials, and that's really what I'm gunning for. So we've got the chaos scales; those were completely invented by me, um, which I'm super proud of. So like, if somebody wanted to use those scales, okay, they don't technically need my permission, but like, it would be cool if somebody was like, "Hey, bro, I dig your scales. Can I use those on my knife?" I'd be like, "Of course you can, bro. Thanks for asking." But yeah, so the usurper is finally going to drop. Um, It'll be available on the site this month, and it will be available at Blade Show in limited quantities next month. So just keep your eyes out on um, the Katuo Usurper. All right, let me check back with chat. Um, let's see. We have Shot Glass. I want a PSK from Benchmade. Took it out the box, and it couldn't cut open an Amazon box without tearing the tape. I've been down on them ever since. So that's fair, right? Your personal experience is more valid than people that are just randomly criticizing Benchmade because the prices are high. So, like, yeah, if I had that experience, I'd be super down on them too, bro. Super down. Um, Midwest Best, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Just got myself a Herman and an Evo 4. Holy cow, bro. How dope is that, man? Congratulations. Midwest, how's the Herman? That's what I want to know. And which Herman? Good question, Mo Patty. Dana Dan, welcome in, bro. Good to see you. Love the sleeveless shirts. Planning on snagging some eventually. More than welcome to, bro. I think they're like 30 bucks. Yeah, 33 bucks. And so this one is the DLC in Zerkatai, right? Pretty clever. I'm so proud of myself. It's so stupid. But I'm like, people can go here and buy a shirt like they're shopping for a knife. They'd be like, let's see, I want the Stonewash and there's going to be a Damasteel version. I don't think they're on the site yet. Let me just see though. Oh yeah, we do have it up. Okay, my bad. So you want satin and how did I just forget that? Oh, you want satin and Ultim? You got it. You want DLC and Damasteel? Boom, you got it. Right? Boom. Ultim and Stonewash, it's yours. Ultimate, or rather, Stonewash and DLC, right there. Take it. You can have it. 28 bucks. It's just super cool stuff. All right, I'm off the merch store. Um, okay, we talked about the usurper, so you guys are aware of that. Ron Dobbins said, I'm waiting on a golden design subcaliber to come in the mail. I just got the Monterey Bay Knives Honey Badger a few days ago. So I know the Honey Badger was getting some hate. Apparently it had some lock stick, but I reviewed the Honey Badger and I thought that thing was dope as hell. I had no issues with it whatsoever. I thought it was super snappy, super functional, nice fifth pocket carry. Big fan. Mm, the Jake, I got my Zerkatai t-shirt. Bro, thank you so much, dude. That's sick. Do me a solid, take pictures whenever you get it. Tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see somebody repping it right in the real world. That would be so cool for me. Vape break. Bear with me. Okay, I'm back. Oh, Rob. Is Rob here? If you guys haven't yet, I'm sure you all are, but if you haven't yet, definitely sub to Rob. Um, his opinion is, to me, the most. All right, so like if I'm buying a knife and I want to get somebody else's take on it, Rob is the first person I'll go to. Whether it's a video of his or I'll reach out to him on Instagram. Like if I'm shopping for a knife and I really want to know what's up, Rob is my first go to every single time. So like I value his opinion greatly. Rob, you can post your usurper video. Yeah, you're free to do that now. The ban has been lifted, so you can share that review. And just in case you're not here, I'll also message that to you on Instagram. But yeah, Rob is legit. You guys should definitely subscribe and check his stuff out. He is so knowledgeable about knives. It's insane. I've learned a tremendous amount from that guy. So huge shout out to Rob. Mm, yeah, Rob, I would, or Ronald Dobbins says I would get it now before they sell out. I agree. Shot glass, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I also agree. It's a pretty dope looking knife. Yeah, here, let me link the merch store. Be really stupid of me to talk about it and then not share it with you guys. Sorry, I'm new to this affiliate stuff, so you have to forgive me. Mm, I'm just like clicking on stuff like a Neanderthal because I don't know where I'm at. Okay. Um, and then yeah, once Metal Complex reviews this knife, guys, it's over. This thing's gonna sell out, and then because they like, let's see how many they have. They have, I mean, don't get me wrong, they have a pretty good stock, right? So if you want this blue one, they have like 96 of those, right? If you want the gray, they've got, oh crap. I hope they're not just saying 96 for everything. Okay, no, they're not. So they have 92 of the red carbon fiber. Like they have a good amount, but I guarantee because they did the heat treat right, Metal Complex is going to review this knife and he is going to sing its praises, rightfully so. But if you have any interest in this knife, you really want to try to snag it before he drops his review. I'm going to drop my review the day that I get it, but I guarantee they already have one on its way to MC. So like he's going to review it. Maybe he's already reviewed it and I don't know. I haven't asked him. But if you have any interest in this knife whatsoever, which you should, you want to grab one before he does his review. So, he could drop his review as soon as tomorrow or maybe a week out. No idea. But I 110% recommend this knife, um, especially because you can customize it. Like D2 at $60 is not the most amazing thing we've ever seen, but it's the combination of the fact that it's button actuated liner lock, the fact that it's properly heat treated, the fact that you can customize it and you can get anodized titanium with your choice of hardware. $60. This is knife of the year contender and I haven't even touched the knife yet. Like if I get it and it sucks, I'll tell you guys, but I haven't even touched it yet. It's already knife of the year contender. Bouncing back into chat. Shot glass had to feed the dogs. Oh, as far as who's releasing my knife is in collaboration with Ketuo. So it'll come on Ketuo's website. Mm, Nebsig, black shirt with Timascus is sweet. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Mm, will you please pin your link? I posted it. Um, I'll be honest, I don't know how to pin. Line Sheep, you're doing great, brother. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for that. J1 Doobie, gonna check finances after Mother's Day spending. Probably be able to get the Honey Badger tonight. I recommend it. It's, I mean, it's a dope knife. Definitely recommended. Um, there is jimping on this knife, but that doesn't really help. But this has jimping, and if you're referencing my knife, the Usurper, that has jimping as well. Something else I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so this is a knife that I have been waiting 2 years for, and it's available. This is the Cass brand Saladin. Now, this knife is not going to be for everybody, but this is 110% my style. I love this thing. I got to actually play with the prototype here in this short, um, but waited a year and a half. I ordered mine, but I wanted to show you guys where you could get it. It's Aurora Blade. And if you scroll down just a little bit, okay, if you go to page 2, there it is. So it's 433 bucks. That is not cheap. That is a tremendous amount of money for a pocket knife. Aurora Blade is a smaller shop and they work with smaller brands, right? So the Cass brand is like their version of Null, right? So the stuff, it's definitely boutique. It's definitely going to be expensive. And 433 is not a small amount by any stretch of the imagination. But I know that I'm obsessed with this knife, so much so that I will probably own 2 or 3 of them. And I'll give you guys a link for that as well. Um, which one is it? I think with my link, I think you guys get a discount or free shipping or something like that. But if you're a fan of this knife, it's right there. Now, I'm not just saying that to plug affiliate links. I am trying to get in the habit of plugging affiliate links. That way I can optimize my um, earnings on YouTube. So I am trying to do that to be transparent. But this knife is so special to me. Um, for personal picks, this will probably be my knife of the year for personal choice. The value is not there. If I'm being totally honest with you guys, 433 bucks is a lot of money. This doesn't have Zircotide, doesn't have Tibascus. It's not an integral. Okay, well maybe it's got a little Tibascus on the pocket clip. Um, but value per dollar really isn't here. This knife should probably be priced at like 350 bucks. Well, with the clip, you could go up, say, 375. So, do I think this knife is overpriced? Yes, I do. Did I already buy it anyway? Yes, I did. It should be here tomorrow or the next day. I'm just in love with this knife. So I'm not recommending everybody go buy this knife for this price. I'm just showing it in case you're like me and this is your like perfect aesthetic. I want you to be aware the knife exists, right? But once again, I'm saying that while also saying this knife is overpriced. This is not for the this is not a good value buy. At, about 80 bucks overpriced. So keep that in mind. And then let's see, it's 8:17. All right, we have to get to this giveaway. So sorry guys, I'm still navigating stream and stuff like that. As far as like the controls and like how everything works, that's why you guys see me clicking around so much. Okay, so for the giveaway, we are going to do the numbers game. You get one guess and one guess only. I'm going to write a number down. I will give you guys a range to guess within. My moderators will say go, and then you guys will go, and then the moderators will stop. I'll reveal the number, and we'll see who's closest. Um, sorry, I'm going through the giveaway knives. Actually, you know what? I think how many do we have in here? We have 90 people watching, guys. We're gonna go ahead and do a double giveaway. We're gonna go ahead and do 2 giveaways tonight. Um, it's gonna be the same rules for both of them. The first knife we're giving away is gonna be this SRM. SRM is another brand that I'm a big fan of. Their value for dollar is pretty terrific. I can't remember what the name of this model is. I think it's like the 9202. This is in D2 and I believe G10. Um, it's nothing crazy special. You know, it's not like a Grail or anything like that. Not a Safe Queen. You get something like this, and it's definitely to beat the crap out of it. So this will be. Well, I'll give the winner the choice. Let me grab another knife really quick. Um, and then for the other knife, if I can open the package, the other knife is going to be the CJRB. I can't remember the name of this knife. Somebody help me out. What is this? It's the least I can do, guys. You guys are here. You're supporting the stream. You're interacting. It's cool to hang out with you guys. It's the least I can do. So, Feldspar, thank you. Yeah, this is the Feldspar. So the winner will get their choice of the 2 knives, and the next winner will get whatever is left. Now, I'm going to kind of rush to get the giveaway done by 8:30 because I respect your guys' time. I will be hanging out longer than that, though, probably for another 15 minutes or so. So you guys are welcome to kick it with me after the giveaway. But I try to get you guys out of here by 8:30, and I don't want anyone to, I don't want to hold anybody hostage because they're waiting on the giveaway. So, um, let me write my number down, and then I will let the mods take over from there. Um, the range is going to be between the number 1 and 200. So between 1 and 200. My number is written down, so after the mods say go, you can start guessing. Between 1 and 200. And then I'm going to try to catch up with chat. Oh, it doesn't matter if you go over. You can go over, you'll be fine. Like if your guess is over it, it's whoever's closest no matter what. Whoever's psychic ability taps in and gets you closest, regardless of going over, is who the winners will be. All right. So while you guys are guessing, I'm going to get back into chat. Josh Branson has a Ray Light Triple Dawn for sale if anyone's looking for a banger flashlight at a bro deal price. Blue K Nights, hey everyone. Good evening. Great to see you. Hey Sever, you're doing great. G to G. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for that. I don't know if G to G means you got to go. I don't know if you had to leave right after that, but I appreciate it big time. Thanks, man. Mo Patty, Rachel Jordan. I think it is fugly, but Derek loves the wild blade shapes. Which knife is that? Is it the Migron we're talking about? Which one's fugly? Mm. Oh, do we have Miss Deadly in here? Yes, we do. Miss DBD, welcome in. Very good to see you. I appreciate you being here. I didn't know we had a celebrity in chat. Please tell Mr. Deadly I said hi. Mm. Still going through chat. Everyone, just as a reminder, I know it's late. Make sure that you say Happy Mother's Day to the mothers in your life. If you're a single dad like me and you want to be really passive aggressive, you can say Happy Mother's Day to your ex. You know what I'm saying? Just to be, that's super petty. I did not do that, but it did cross my mind. So, um, Miss DBD, that's a sick knife. Reminds me of a shark. Agreed. Mm. Derek, for real help. My name is Derek, and I'm being held captive by a guy named Derek. Lol. Appreciate having you in chat, brother. Very good to see you. All right, and then the guesses are rolling. Hey, DBD, what's up, brother? Yeah, stab that MFN like button, folks. Um, okay, so where's it at? I'm gonna go back to sharing my screen just in case DBD didn't get to see it. So, bro, this is the Migron Carrick. I'll give you the cliff notes. If you click on here, let me go back to the beginning. If you go to Migron's website and you click on new arrivals, you're going to see the Carrick, right? Skip all of this and go right down here to the one with the red carbon fiber. And then over here, underneath the price, you're going to have options. So we have properly heat treated D2. We have a button actuated liner lock. And you can pick. So, like, I like Blurple and I wanted the blue hardware, $60. 60 freaking bucks. If you want the PEI, boom, 57. And then let's go with gold. No. Let's try blue. Nah. Bronze, though. Bronze might be where it's at. Mm, mm, I'm not really sure if maybe the gold. I don't know. There might be too much yellow. But yeah, this is a dope price. You can tell your viewers about it. The fact that they can go in and customize a knife that is, once again, properly heat treated D2, top actuated or button actuated liner lock, right? So those are both two massive wins. The fact that you can go in and customize the handle and get titanium for under $60 is ridiculous. Oh, and you can also have it engraved on the pocket clip. It's free. Both of mine got engraved with Sever 7. But, DBD, if you did it, and yours, said, um, disabled but deadly, or if it just said DBD on it, whatever, it's a really cool giveaway knife for the channel. It's something that people can really love, and it's a tremendous value overall. And on top of all that, I think it's a dope looking knife, right? So we can go ahead and mods, go ahead and close the guessing. Miss Deadly, it absolutely does. Well, no, I take that back. Sorry. It comes in blurple, and then you can do purple hardware. So this is as close as you can get to just purple. Hey, Ria, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Crosley's Workshop, what's up, bro? Oh man, we have so many new people popping in. Okay, yeah, giveaway. Okay, so guessing is stopped. I'm going to reveal my number. Might help if I was sharing the screen. My number's 187. So who guessed or was the closest to 187? And while my mods are figuring out who the first winner is, um, I just want to walk you guys through a couple of the bangers. This is the KB Venom. Uh, this knife is ridiculously good. I haven't reviewed it yet, but I'm going to. But they have nailed the um, compression lock. I'll just call it compression lock. I don't know what the official name is or what we've settled on for it. Um, but yeah, I have used this. Slicing performance is delightful. It's got a beautiful belt satin on the blade. Because the tip is so much lower than the pivot, it is the easiest thing on the planet to get this down onto a cutting surface and do whatever business you need to take care of. Super fidgety, super fun. All right, so we've got Wyvern at 177. Do we have anybody closer? Oh, you guys can't scroll up enough? Okay, let me. I can. Um, I'm going through the numbers right now. Um, we had a 199 by Jay Jenkins. Welcome into the chat. Haven't seen you, brother. Welcome in. 199 is further away than 10. So 177 is still in the lead. Moose Duty, 178. Um, yeah, 178 is the closest one I see. Yep. Okay. Beautiful. Moose Duty. Fantastic work, my friend. Now, which knife do you want? Do you want, I don't know why I put them back in their packages. Moose Duty, do you want the SRM or do you want the CJRB? I'm going to hold them up for you in just a second. These are your two options, sir. We have what I believe is G10 and D2, and then this is contoured G10 and also D2. I don't see it yet. Oh, fantastic. The SRM. Beautiful. Wonderful choice. So what I need from you is I need you to send me an email. In the subject line, put GAW and then the knife you won. You can just say SRM. Your address, first and last name, and a screenshot of your YouTube login page. And that's it. It's going to get shipped out either tomorrow or Tuesday. I've got a bunch of knives I have to send out, so tomorrow or Tuesday. But you'll definitely get it this week. And congrats on your win, sir. All right, so um, stick around. We have another giveaway. Let's do here. We're gonna do the same thing. Moderators restate the rules, and I'll give you a range in just a second. Um, we're going to do between 300 and 500. That's your range. One guess and one guess only. Must be 18 years of age or older. Mo Patty, thank you for putting all of that stuff in there. You guys are the best. Oh yeah, Dan, you're having a hard time checking it out. I don't have. There isn't a link yet because it's not live on the site, but I can link the short if that is what you're talking about. I feel like I actually feel like this is not what you're talking about, but I'm gonna link it anyway. Give me 1 second here. Mm, and then I'm posting the Migron link one more time for anyone that's just now coming in. Yeah, it looks like everyone's guessing now, so that's good. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to keep my head on straight. Um, all right. So the giveaway is chugging along nicely. I've provided all the links, and let's see what I missed in chat. Um, oh, Greg wants the feldspar. Okay, bro. Let's see what you got. Mm, Greg's still holding out for the feldspar. I totally understand, bro. It is a dope little knife. I actually didn't realize it was contoured until just now. I was like, oh wow, that feels really good. Mm, all right, then we got the guessing. We got the rules. All right, mods, go ahead and wrap it up. And this is the knife in question. Hey, Rams is silent. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Um, great to see you. Sorry, just got home from Mother's Day party. Now I have a migraine. 25 moms and 100 kids. Holy cow. That sounds like a ton of fun. Yeah, this is just a great user. I wear large size gloves. I get a full 4-finger grip. I can hammer fist it easily. Um, Pocket clip mostly disappears in hand. Definitely not a hot spot. Um, Maybe a warm spot for the clip if you really bear down on it. Like if I white knuckle it, I can feel the clip, but like shy of that and you're fine. Josh asking, who gave you the headache, mom or the kids? Oh, AKWD, what's up, bro? Very happy to have you in here. All right, so now that we have it stopped, time to reveal my number. 373. Who's got 373? Let's see. 373. So we have a 398. Ooh, Ben at 374. Level on Up had 374, so we have a tiebreaker so far. Mm. Oh, Level on Up. Yeah, I could repost it, bro. All right, so I have two people at 374. I haven't seen anybody at 373 yet. Mm. AKWD, I'm doing great, bro. I appreciate you asking. So it looks like um, yeah, it looks like we have a tie. So Level on Up and Ben, we're gonna do a quick lightning round. Your range is going to be between 1 and 20. And I have to find my, there it is. The range is going to be between 1 and 20. All right. So go ahead. Just the two of you. Just Level on Up and Ben. 1 through 20. I'm always blown away about the amount of people that show up to my live stream. Like it's actually crazy how many people show up. I can't tell you guys how much it means, how much I appreciate it. I love this community to death, especially the people that show up here to my live stream. It means so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are what make this worth doing. And like, don't get me wrong, I love reviewing knives. I love knives in general. But every now and again, like when I'm feeling lazy and I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll do that review tomorrow. Whenever I dig down deep and I think, okay, no, like I've got people that are counting on me, and I used to watch Metal Complex back whenever I was going through some real hard stuff and life wasn't in a great spot for me. And watching Metal Complex took my mind off of some of the travesty that I was facing. And in my mind, I'm just like, just in case I'm doing that for somebody else, I need to make sure I'm consistent with everything I'm doing. Just in case someone's really going through it and they're using my videos to kind of escape, I want to make sure that I have content available for them, right? So like, it's not that deep, but at the same time, it's kind of like that. So, Chef Rocky, thank you so much. Welcome to Titanium. I got to change that name. I promise I will. Here's my number. The number is 3. So I think that is level on up. I believe he had 15. So level on up would be the winner. And level on up, since you're coming over to drop some knives off, you can go ahead and pick this up with it. EDC with DVD, I agree wholeheartedly. This community is the best form of mental therapy. Hey, S. Ziegler, what's up, bro? Welcome in. All right, so as far as the giveaway, that's all I have. That's what we're doing tonight. So I'm going to continue on for a little bit, just to kind of go through some of the knives that are on the table and just kind of kick it. So anyone that was just here for the giveaway, you're all good. No more giveaways for tonight. We will have a giveaway again, though. We'll have a giveaway every live stream, guys, but we'll have another one next Sunday. Otherwise, I just kind of want to kick it and talk to chat and just kind of chill. You know, you guys can ask any questions. Um, Lardley, is it better to have money for food or go hungry and have more pocket knives uh, than any human being needs? So I have faced that. I have faced that decision a couple of times in my life, and I am gonna say it. I'm not super proud to say it, but there have been times where I'm like, okay, if I downgrade my grocery shopping, and keep in mind, I have a son, but he's with his mom 50% of the time. So like if he's over here, it's food. But he was at his mom's, and I was like, I could probably just live off protein bars for like a week, and I totally did, and I totally bought the knife. So worth it. Oh, permit me a quick vape break. Um, while I'm vaping with one hand, I will show off knives with the other. This is the VK Odin. Odon. Odon. Beautiful zirconium. Oh, Ben, right here. Sever7 at gmail.com. Hey, Lardley. Let me share my screen again. If you got 40 bucks left, bro, um, you can still pick one of these up. I don't think they charge for shipping at all. And if you use my link, I think you might get a little discount. Um, I don't think it's much. It might be like 5%, but you can still get one of these bad boys for 37 bucks. And you've got aluminum and G10 options. Um, I would probably go with this red and black splatter. if I was just getting a base model. If I was getting more than the base model, I would customize it, which you should totally do. Bronze on bronze goes pretty hard. Okay, back to the knives on screen. So yeah, this is the VK Odin. Um, Vulpix definitely has a unique design. I believe this one was modeled after, um, I think it was like a hummingbird or something like that. But pretty dope. Um, blade to handle ratio obviously made me throw up in the back of my mouth a little bit. It's still a 0.73, which isn't bad, but that's just a lot. That's a lot of handle. Um, the action on it is good. You want to be careful how you approach the thumb stud though, because if you push and you push straight up, it's not going to go anywhere. So you want to make sure you get, there we go, underneath it. But I prefer the top flipper anyway. It is a little tight, as are all Poiculos out of the box. So it's going to require some breaking in, maybe a little bit of lube, but overall, pretty dope piece. What am I missing in chat? We got Old Man on the Ridge saying congratulations. Lardley with 40 bucks left over. We talked about that. Get yourself a Carrick, just one of the base models. Beekeeper, what's up, Beekeeper? I've lived off of ramen for 6 months, so I could buy a blower for my Camaro. I make bad financial decisions, bro. Look, as long as you pay your bills and you have a roof over your head, you know what I'm saying? Like, get that blower, bro. Oh, and this is definitely from Stacy's Bolstered Blades. Um, she made this for me. It is dope as hell. I love this thing. I just wish I had a way to feature it in every video, like have it kind of like as a backdrop or something, but I feel like it takes up a lot of screen space. But she made that, and I am forever grateful for it. I love it. Mm, Apex Carry says, I think most of us in the knife community are in the community do. I would agree. Seven, love your collection, Dudesky. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I actually haven't gotten to review really any of my knives. Like all the knives I review are knives that come in from the pass around group, and I've got some pretty dope stuff. Like, let me show you, just for instance, one of my favorite knives. This is the Brian Brown Raptor V3 Integral with zircotai, a beautiful hand satin. This is one of my favorite knives ever. I love this thing. Action's ridiculous. Just out of the box. Super smooth, super snappy. I actually love it so much that I bought a second one with the zirconium accents. Need to polish it up a little bit, give it a little wipe down. Um, but yeah, this I got this from E Knives. I think it was like 400 bucks. Um, just a huge fan. And I still have the normie one too. Sandwich construction. But huge fan of Brian Brown. And I'll be honest, guys, my knife taste is pretty basic. If you slap Zircotai and Integral into one knife, I'll buy it. For example, this guy, the Urban EDC Isurus, hand satin, Integral, slap some Zircotai on it, and I'm in. Absolutely love this knife. Action is stupendous. Big fan. But I would like to get so caught up on my reviews that I can actually start going through some of my own collection, and show you guys the stuff that like I actually, you know, spend money on. Old Man on the Ridge, Sever 7. I'm looking at the red and black with blue ano and the blue titanium with purple. So we're looking at the carbon fiber red and black with, I think, blue hardware. Okay, this goes hard. This looks dope. And blue titanium with the purple accents. Mm. So I'm partial to titanium. So if I was picking between the two, I'd probably go with this build. But I would also probably go blurple because it goes really hard with the purple accents. Johnny, Sever, have you handled the Poikilo Orca? Looks great, but I have not handled it myself. Yes, I have. I actually did a review on it, and it's got like the best action. I mean, it's a flipper only, which is kind of a bummer, but the action is stupendous and it's super comfortable in hand. Um, the Orca is one of my favorite Poiculos, with my favorite being the Rhino. And for anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, let me just pull up Poiculo Orca. So this is the Poiculo Blade Orca. They have a few different versions of it. I love this knife. It was one of their first models. They did a fantastic job on it. Fit finish is out of this world. 450 bucks is a lot. That's a lot of money. And traditionally, this would break my rules of being capped at 350 bucks because we're not getting any. It's not an integral. We're not getting Zircotai. We're not getting Timascus. But the way I look at Poiculo is they're competing directly with Custom Knife Factory. They use the same materials. They have essentially the same packaging. Um, but with Poiculo, you're not paying that CKF tax, right? Because Custom Knife Factory will have just a plain Jane knife base model, and it's like 500 bucks. With Poiculo, you can get it between like you can get a base model knife between 375 and 450, right? So I would look at Poiculo instead of looking at them like they're a weak competitor, look at them like they're a custom knife factory competitor minus the CKF tax. Because their fit, finish, and quality is on par with CKF. Um, and some of the designers they collab with are huge. Matthew Christensen being one of them. They collab with like Task Knives. They collab with big name people in the industry, just like Custom Knife Factory does, right? So um, that's the company they're gunning for, right? Is they really want to be, an alternative to CKF in the knife community. And when you look at it like that, the prices start to make a lot more sense. Um, Food is overrated. I agree. Matt Conklin, good night. Have a good one. Lardley, the Koenig is on my grail list. Agreed. And I'm pretty sure Blade HQ has them. Um, I think they have them for pretty good prices too. Yeah, so 830, we got some in the sevens ish. Um, this one with the blue anno is really nice. They got these goblins. I reviewed an actual custom goblin, and it was spectacular. I was totally floored. Um, Floored enough that I would consider getting a thumbstud version, not the flipper. Um, but yeah, this knife is fantastic. Terrific knife. At least the custom was. Um, Help with gadgets. Migron makes some good stuff. The Moyarl is pretty awesome. Agreed. I keep telling them to bring back the plain titanium Moyarl and the frame lock Marrow. I begging those guys. They're going to check the factory for me tomorrow, and if they have any left, they're going to let me buy them. So fingers crossed. I'm really hoping they come back and say, yes, we do have a Marrow. Yes, we do have a Moyarl, and yes, you can buy them. Lardley, I'm that dude in the pass around group that would damage an Oz Rosie. You think so? I don't know, man. I mean, just I don't know. Just don't be that guy. Everyone hates that guy in the pass around group. Um, let's see. On the edge EDC, man, I like that knife. I can't hear you because I'm on the phone though. Sorry about that, brother. Rachel Jordan, 10 p.m. is my bedtime. Good night, sweet dreams. Until next time. Rachel, until the next time. Mm, Fred the Lug, my favorite might be the VK Crab or the Cask. Um, I the Cask is fantastic. Oh, hold on, let me. The Cask is fantastic, but I think the Crab wins. I think ergonomically, aesthetically, I think the Crab is just the moneymaker for Porculo. Moose Duty thinks Sever, and good night all. Good night, bro. Mm, John R. 450 is why I haven't pulled the trigger, but it sure is a pretty design. You can find them on the secondary, like on Blade Binge and stuff. You can find them for like 350. I would recommend going that route because 450 it's a lot of money. I mean, it's a good price for what you're getting, but like, yeah, I mean, 450 is still just a lot of money. Mm, Chef Rocky, I had 5 Koenig Ariases. That's insane, bro. Why 5? Were they all the same kind, or did you have like flipper deletes? Did you have a big one, small one? Like, what did your 5 consist of? Daniel, carrying the Migaron Valona M390. It's a great knife. I got the Moyarl too, another awesome banger. Which Moyarl did you get though? Did you have the all titanium Moyarl, or do you have like one of the micarta ones? And the Valona is fantastic. Mm, Favorite knife on screen? Okay, so that would be the integrals that I just busted out for sure. Like these would be my favorite on screen. But if I remove those and just go with the original ones I had on screen, um, man, that's tough. Um, Probably the Koenig Arias, but it's tied like really closely for the Zorn. These are my two absolute favorite knives on the table right now, and the Zorn is just better than I could have ever imagined. Um, Performance, action, fit, finish, the milling. Like this knife punches way above its price point, and I really hope it comes out with another run. Because like I've handled customs, and I've handled $3,000 knives, and something about this man just hits. I think between these two, I enjoy the Zorn overall slightly more than the Arius. The knife's really that good, but also I just love and adore the Arius. Man, now that I have the Arius in hand, I might like it a little bit more than the Zorn. It's really that close. Yeah, that's really tough for me. It's really close. Mm, man, this chat is moving. I agree. The chat is moving. Chef Rocky, I had a gold flack, a copper, oh, fleck, copper fleck, carbon fiber, and they were all just dull sounding. Which one was your favorite, though? Hey, Burning Stables, I appreciate that, bro. Thanks for being a member. Big appreciate you, man. Mm. Fred the Lug, which knife am I hunting? Um, I have a couple that I'm hunting right now. Um, Rob Johnson's Hemlock is on the list. Um, a Steel ProTech Avalon is on the list. Um, Plunkett Knives, he's on the list. Um, Sorry, guys, I'm saying a lot, and my mind's racing a little bit. But I'm also a little sleepy, so I feel a little scattered, and that's probably coming through with the way I'm talking. So my apologies. mm, Trying to say thanks for under $100 offerings. My birthday's coming up next month, and I deserve a new knife. Stevenator, happy almost birthday. Make sure you remind me closer um, to your birthday. I don't think I'm going to sing happy birthday, but I would like to be reminded as you get closer. So let me know the stream closest to your birthday, whether it's right before or right after. What's to the right of the venter? Um, what is this? This is Fred. What is this knife? It's the concept what? Oh, hold on. My chat froze. Oh, for whatever reason, my camera stopped working. Oh, it's because my phone died. Just putting it in chat, but my phone died, so it's So the camera's not moving, so we're just gonna step away from the camera view and we're gonna go back into here. All right, getting back into the chat. Um, the Zorn is the best one-track mind in my opinion. I agree 100%. Boptism. Hey, what's up, Boptism? Love my Zorn in DLC. Agreed. It's a terrific knife. Steve also has the DLC Zorn. Fred the Lug. That is the prototype concept Noctua. Production version was renamed the Nettle and made aluminum. I'm going to plug my phone back in, get a little charge on it. Um, no, the Zorn is a Chinese OEM. What is the blue knife on the lower left of the screen? That was the Poiculo Flow. But since my phone died, I can't show you the stuff on the table anymore until it charges a little bit. But the VK Flow is a dope knife. Shot glass. I have a hard time when the cost of a knife can be compared to a car or mortgage. Well, half a mortgage payment. I think that's fair. Um, because like some of us might take it for granted, but you know, $400 for a knife. I mean, even $200 is a lot for a pocket knife. From like if you just comparing it to like everyday bills and costs and stuff like that, like $200 is a full grocery cart. Um, well, full for me. It's about half a house payment. That's a really nice car payment. So like I get it, man. Sometimes it's hard to kind of swallow those prices. Um, for me, I'm pretty good at 400, but I think 600 is my new like holy crap, that's a lot of money for a knife. I think 600 is kind of like where I've made it to, but that price makes me second guess a lot of purchases. With all these swords, I thought I was in MC's chat for a second. Oh, hey, appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I love that you guys are repping the swords. Like I said, I made each of those, custom. It just means a lot that you guys are putting them to use. Fred the Lug, Nicola is making me a new variant of a model that has never been done. That's Rob Johnson. Can't wait, hoping to get it in Atlanta. We gave him materials in Texas. I'm actually trying to get MC's Hemlock specifically. I've bugged him about it. I'm not recommending anybody bug MC about wanting to buy his knives, but I feel like I'm pretty close. So hopefully you guys will see that on the channel soon. Um, Chef Rocky, I have a great G&G Hawk collection going now. What do you have? What kind of Hawks you got, bro? Robert Willoughby, welcome in. Yeah, let's check out um, Plunkett's Instagram. Is it Plunkett? Is it Plunkett Tools? Yeah, it is. Yeah, so this is actually the knife that I want. I want one of these. What's he call it? Oh, harpoons. Yeah, he just calls them harpoons. But yeah, this knife is so dope. Yeah, I mean just the milling, the smaller profile, the blade shape. I love it. Absolutely love it. Dope knife. Mm, Epix Carry says, I'd like to try a Plunkett. Perlow is top of my list, and Odin, Ripper, and LGK anything. Um, I'm familiar with Perlow. What are you trying to get from him, though? Mm, Fred the Lug, Apex Carry, not sure. Probably not. He's in North Carolina. Expensive to get out there. Hoping he will come to Atlanta. Offered to let him crash with us again. Who's going to Blade Show? Oh, Fred the Lug. Yeah, I do. I make an exception for Ankovskis though, even though they are over 600 bucks. I will make an exception for an Ankovsky every day of the week. Those I don't think twice about. Those I specifically save up for and then pull the trigger as soon as he's ready. S. Ziegler, in the last 7 months, I've been collecting the most I've spent on a single knife is 250 bucks. That was the Vosti Thunder Beast. If you're going to spend 250 bucks, that's a good way to do it. Thunder Beast is a monster. Shot glass, I decided I want an MC Excalibur. A little too late, and the ones I want are gone, so I'm hoping for a second run. Which Excalibur are you trying to get, shot glass? Were you wanting one of the Vertas, or were you wanting the Integral? Oh, Multipass or Deuterino. Yeah, those I'm familiar with. Fred's shown me those. Chef Rocky has the semi-custom deadlock, Talon, the Calois, bottle opener collaboration, Camelus Heat, and you're in High Point, North Carolina. Mm, okay, this one looks pretty hot too, guys. Not gonna lie, that's dope. So something I like to do, um, whenever I want to look at knives that I know I'm gonna love, is I'll come to Unkovsky's page. He's messing with the new blade shape. This is his first time doing a harpoon. His graphics are fantastic. This one's on the simpler side. He does have stuff that's much more like elaborate and complex. But this blade shape is hot. Yeah, absolutely dope. I love that. Yeah, here's an example of something that's a little more complex. Some sort of like Viking motif. Um, Fred the Lug. The next one I get, I think, is his newest model, but we have so much cooking, and Zach is so busy right now. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, Fred the Lug does custom knives with the maker. So like he'll buy a knife, but he also gets to get hands on and kind of like work on his own knife, which is pretty dope. Um, Chef Rocky, my Excalibur is one of my favorites. I love the Excalibur. I actually don't have one though, which kind of sucks. I've reviewed the Integral, and I have not gotten to check out the Vertas yet. Steve says the next purchase will definitely be the Usurper, but I'm also going to try and get a mirror polished book spot from Steve Miller. I appreciate you having the Usurper so high on your list, sir. You will not be disappointed. Um, all right, guys. I think that is going to be it for me. I'm getting a little slap happy, and I'm just reading your guys' chat. I'm not really adding anything to it. So I'm going to continue to be slap happy and play with my knives. Maybe do a little bit of window shopping. Um, but I got to tell you guys, it's been an absolute blast live streaming for you guys. I love interacting with you all. I love, I mean, everything about the community, but especially these little, what was I on? There we go. But especially these live streams where I actually get to like interact with you guys and, hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on stuff, and I get to answer your questions. Um, you know, I really value that, and it makes me happy knowing that I'm getting closer to my personal community, and the people that enjoy my content. So thank you for that. Just know that it means a tremendous amount to me. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night. I super appreciate you guys showing up. And then next Sunday we'll do it again. We'll have more giveaway knives and stuff, and it'll be a blast. So nothing but love. But I hope you guys have an amazing night, and peace.